Let me know when we live. We live? Go out. Hey, Shalom. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Yohana. I'm priest and officer Daniela. This is the Wednesday night law class. If you got any questions, type them in. You know, Lord will answer your questions. If not, we're going to move on to the topic. If you're online, type in your questions. Let's get you in. Any questions in the room? Go ahead. Say it again.
What Bible verse are we going to be reading today?
We're going to go into a few. Okay. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to call them out when the time, when it comes. Is that it? Any,
Yeah, my shades look good on you, sir.
Most High Christ. You said you're donating them to me? Most High Christ, the water. Thank God. Well, let me know if there's any questions online. No more questions in the room? No more? All right. In the car, no questions?
Sir.
Go ahead.
Who do you think hotter?
Me.
You or the Jewish rapper?
I already gave you the answer for you could get it out. Me. One thing harder, if it's me or anybody, me. Man, I don't even need to hear it.
I got a question, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, all right, with the whole situation with Kanye going on, you know, what should black people take from this whole Kanye situation? You know, with with him being, of course, is so openly known, he's getting blackballed and you know, getting slander in the media. Like, what should black people take from all of this?
What should they take from this? Black people need to take from this. This one thing they need to take from this. The oppressor really, okay, I ain't even gonna start there. This is the first thing they need to take from this. How important it really is to know who you are. Right? Because think about it. With the whole Kanye West situation, what did he say that was anti-Semitic? Like, let's eliminate the part that he said about the blacks being the true Jews, right? Let's take that part out real quick, because he said a lot before he said that. What did he actually say that was anti-Semitic? Or what did he say that got them mad, that got the whole Jewish community riled up? Anybody know? The car?
What I do got a question within this. What is DEFCON?
That's what I was. You just answered the question, not even knowing you answered the question.
Yeah.
So Kanye West made a statement saying the Jewish community is riled up about Kanye West saying he's going DEFCON 3 in the morning when he wake up on the Jewish community. There's 5 levels to DEFCON, right? So that means there's a level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He said he's going DEFCON 3 in the morning when he wake up. What does it mean that he's going DEFCON 3? Let's look it up and then pull it up on the screen for everybody. Just type in DEFCON 3 meaning or definition, and then we're going to pull it up.
Yo, this guy is crazy.
Was somebody saying something?
No, I said when it pops up, you'll see. You see the chart. That's why I'm like,
Right. So let's look up the definition of DEF CON. No, type in 3. Put the 3. Because it's 5 levels.
come.
And read that.
DEFCON 3, roundhouse, increase in force readiness above that required for normal readiness. Air Force ready to be mobilized in 15 minutes.
Meaning what?
You ready to drop bombs on the Jewish people?
Somebody tell me what that means. Go ahead, brother.
That he's either telling the truth that really real Jews, they're not, and that they stole our culture.
That's okay. That's not what that means, but that's definitely on topic. What is the definition? Read it one more time, Nakar.
DEFCON 3, roundhouse, increase in force readiness above that required for normal readiness. Air Force ready to mobilize in 15 minutes.
So meaning what? Somebody tell me what that means.
Meaning that he ready to go exterminate.
Nope.
Yeah, I give up.
Let's see if somebody online get it. Type in.
If you had an answer to what is DEFCON 3, type it in the comments below. If you're watching class, make sure you check in with your name, city that you are from.
Because this is what I'm gonna say, right? To give something that's on topic. Your answer, right, is why the Jewish people believe that's what he meant. That's why they all mad. Like you just gave a few answers. You see how when you see DEFCON 3 and the answers you gave was it sounds like, yo, that's what it could possibly mean because of the context he put it in. But that come from them doing a good job of the way that it is portrayed in the media is why people think that's what he meant. Because I understand what you're saying, Nicole, like meaning they are mad because that's what they think he's saying. Got an answer? All right, real quick. So the answers you gave is what it seems like that's what they think he's saying. When that's not it. What's the answer?
Brother George Sanders from Jersey, he said, DEFCON 3 was a system used by the Pentagon to determine how closely the United States was to begin war.
Okay. DEFCON 3. So when it says increase in force readiness above that's required for normal readiness. Increase in force readiness. Nowhere in there talks about war. DEFCON 3 means something happened and now you're preparing for the backlash or the consequences that comes behind what happened. Meaning you said or did something and you're getting ready for what comes behind what you said. Google, look up increase in force readiness. Let's look up what that means. You had your hand up?
No.
Oh, all right. So DEFCON 3 just means, that's why I say it's 5 levels. A lot of people get mixed up. DEFCON means a lot of stuff, 5 different things. Some people might mix up DEFCON 5 with DEFCON 3. DEFCON 3 just simply means you're prepared and focusing you're focusing faster and at a very short cause than normal because of something that happened or something that was said that you know is going to be consequences behind it. So let's Google that. Let's pull that up.
Increasing force readiness.
Yep. Let's look up what that definition means.
However, the Army also used the term force readiness, which can be equated to the DoD term military capability. Force readiness is defined as readiness of the Army within its established force structure, as measured by its ability to station, control, man, equip, replenish, modernize, and train its forces in.
Meaning, DEFCON 3 means he's ready for whatever they throw at him. When he wake up in the morning, he's going DEFCON 3. Meaning what? I am going to say some stuff, or I said something that is consequences following behind what I said. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm going DEFCON 3, meaning I am getting ready for all the backlash and everything that follows behind what the hell I did. Right? So if DEFCON 3 is not a statement that's offensive, like if I say I'm going DEFCON 3 on the police station, they wouldn't come arrest me for that. They can't come arrest me for that because that's not a threat. DEFCON 3 is not a threat. So if he make a statement like DEFCON 3, the thing what they doing is pushing it to the media that it is a threat. Because they know most of the people that's listening is not even going to look up what the hell it means. They're going to watch a few videos and feel like, damn, Kanye said he's like, I watched the interview with Kanye and the news reporter was stuck on trying to get him apologize for say he's going DEFCON 3. Apologize for what? It's not a threat. I'm getting ready for whatever I'm getting ready faster than I normally would for any other battle for what I said with this. Go ahead.
It feels like in this oppressive world, you try to censor people, we can't say that brothers and sisters.
That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose. He going DEFCON 3 just means he's increasing it in force readiness above all that's required for normal readiness. Meaning, let's say if you get an alert. Normal readiness is this. You get an alert. Someone is bringing war to you. There's a system that's set in place to get you ready. DEFCON 3 meaning this war that's coming, you can't get ready like a normal war. You can't do that. You got to get ready within 15 minutes. Nakar?
As you can see, way how they came, imagine he tried to do this, but no money for you know what I mean? Like, we do it way less than what he got, but I'm just saying, like, he couldn't just say these things and not have himself prepared for the backlash, like, Aaron
He knew what he
Donald,
was doing.
Jalen Brown done left him, everybody leaving him.
I ain't like the Celtics anyway.
So like, look, he got money in the cut. Oh yeah, y'all want more money? You don't want no sweat. Bring it here. Nah, he said, yo, I don't have to do nothing. I could just sit back and live the rest of my life.
Listen, the next album he dropped, the next shoe he dropped, he's going to have the highest selling sneaker in sneaker history when he dropped. Because what the media is showing us is that, he can say slavery was a choice and everything is fine. He say he going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people and his net worth drop at 500 million. So they say. That's what black people should take from this, that your identity really means something. If your identity didn't mean nothing, Kanye would, what he said, they would take it as him saying slavery was a choice.
Right.
If your identity didn't mean nothing. So then that go back to the original question. So why, what was really anti-Semitic that Kanye West said? It wasn't the DEFCON 3 statement. That's what they saying it was, but we know it can't be that because DEFCON 3 is not a, you can put the shield back up there. DEFCON 3 is not a threatening statement. So what did he say that was really anti-Semitic?
That's slavery thing?
Nope. What you was gonna say in the car?
The part that really struck everybody was when he started exposing. He started exposing their hand and how Jews are black as well.
Yeah, that was the anti-Semitic thing. You know what was the anti-Semitic thing? Was and to show you that even with him telling the truth, he still was kind of scared, I would say. Here's why I would say. Because he said black people are Jews too. We know any black person can convert to Judaism. Without a doubt, they can convert to Judaism. But when he said black person are Jews too, he's not taking away that what he's saying is, white people can be Jews, but black people is also Jews. Here's what they didn't like. For him to say that black people is Jews and then saying that black people are the lost 12 tribes of Hebrews. Because if black people are the lost 12 tribes of Hebrews, then white people can't be Jews.
Exactly. I said the same thing.
If they're the lost Most High Christ, the water. Rakata Yahweh. If black people are the lost 12, and he was saying the lost 12 tribes of Hebrews, so I'm quoting him, but we know Hebrew Israelites is what he meant. He didn't want to say the Israelite part because, of course, we know he don't want them to know he been listening to them crazy niggas on the corner. Black people are the lost 12 tribes of Hebrew. Well, if black people are the lost 12 tribes of the Hebrews, then white people cannot be Hebrews.
Exactly.
How?
Right.
That's what they didn't like him saying. Because if white people are not lost, they know that they're Hebrews, or they know that they're so-called Hebrews. White people know that they're Hebrews. You know who don't know that they're Hebrews?
The fake Jews.
Who don't know that they're Hebrews? The car. Black people. That's why he said black people are the 12 lost tribes of Hebrew. Meaning black people are Hebrews and they're lost, meaning they don't know that they're Hebrews. What does that say to a Jewish man? He's telling them that they deserve the same rights and birthrights as us. Meaning a black person can only convert to Judaism. Black people are not, the Jewish people don't consider black people Hebrews. But you can convert to being a Hebrew. Oppressor that's a Jewish person did not convert to Judaism. How do he think he's a Jew? Somebody tell me. In the car?
From his mother's side.
He thinks he's a Jew from his mother's side, which means he thinks the bloodline determines he's a Jew. He thinks the bloodline, even though he say he's a Jew because of his mother, right? Meaning what? His bloodline determines he's a Jew. He's saying his bloodline determined he is a Jew, right? A black person whose mother is black, that's a Jew, more than likely converted over to Judaism. So you a convert. You are not a Jew. You're not a real Jew. You're a goddamn convert. Go ahead.
Well, can I add something to that, sir?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's not from the mother, it comes from the seed of your dad.
Right.
So whatever tribe your dad's from, you're part of the 12 tribes from your dad's side.
Right. And that's a perfect example because
the whole seed thing,
the whole seed. So meaning what? A so-called oppressor that's a Jewish man believe he's a Jew by blood. Why? Because if you ask him how he a Jew, he is saved from his mother. You ask a black how he's a Jew, how he's Jewish, he's going to say he converted. So for Kanye to say that they are the 12 lost tribes is simply you are letting niggas know that you are the real Jews, and they can't have that. Why? Because you know who you are is far more important. It's too important. You want to know why? Here's why. Kanye West is a billionaire talking about he's a goddamn Israelite. What? You know the influence he's going to have on poor Israelites?
a big impact.
Listen. Look. He's going to have this is how they looking at it. He don't have a bigger impact than Commander General Yohana at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, Commander General Yohana raised up a nation or whatnot through Yahweh Shah. Mm-hmm. And they fear that, he got $1 billion. You know how many people is going to listen to him? Why? Because all the Jews they keep in the ghettos poor. I have a way out? You mean to tell me there's a way for me to get rich in his empire and be a Jew? You know what they fear? More niggas like Kanye that's actually serious. Meaning, you cannot give Commander General Yohana $1 billion. You do it. Listen, 144,000 would be here sooner than we think. We know we can convince the Lord to change his mind. You give Commander General Yohana $1 billion, he will convince the Lord to change his mind on when Christ coming back. Kanye got $1 billion, they can deal with it. They cannot let Kanye rouse up none of these niggas and fill up these classes on who the Israelites is. What? Oh man, nah. Go ahead.
If I could, so I think about that Billy, I'm like, yo, we ain't never working again. If we do work, it's work that we, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna, let me rephrase it, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be working for ourselves.
Most high Christ.
Make it out like you ain't gonna never have to slave for no devils again. Because, he got the knowledge of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Straight up like that.
Listen, they would be in fear. Like Kanye got the $1 billion, they doing all this. He's still trying to find ways to open up companies, blah, blah, blah. They're in fear of someone getting hold of that $1 billion and actually doing something for the black community. Oh my God, that's dangerous. You give Isupk $1 billion, that's dangerous. The world wouldn't know what to do because there would not be a black person poor. Our duty would be to work to make sure that there's not one black, Hispanic, or Native American person on this earth starving. And you know what that do? It helps other people understand who the hell they are. They can't have that. They can't have that. That's why the oppressor go and fly planes and drop rice and all that stuff down. You know what that say to them heathens that get that bag of rice? They love whoever flying that plane and dropping it down. They're more open to listen to who the hell that is.
Right.
Just imagine if Kanye West was in the ISUPK and gave that money to Commander General Yohana to do what's right. That's what they really fear. They really fear someone who won't compromise and actually know what's right getting put in the position because they see what we doing without $1 billion. Without $1 billion, they see what we doing. They see how big we are without $1 billion. They see how big the ISUBK is without $1 billion. They see since 1969 how we was able to maintain without $1 billion. They wouldn't know what to do. You had your hand up?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask that question. That was something that I actually earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So how come we have so many brothers and sisters that know they're the truth, but don't know that they're the real truth in activity, but don't want to come to the truth? Is what I'm saying. And that don't want to keep the laws and commandments, but they know that they shouldn't be doing the sins.
Okay. So, is there any questions online?
Yeah.
All right. So hold on. So hold them questions. Just hold them real quick. I just wanted to check. So why is there so many brothers and sisters that know that they're Jews but don't want to come into the truth? Who knows why? Who knows why? Anybody want to give it a shot? There's so many brothers and sisters who know that they're Jew, but they don't want to come into the truth. Why is that? In the car?
Because we don't want to change.
That's all. People just don't want to change. Changing comes with hurt. In order to change, you have to hurt. Like before the class started, you mentioned to me or whatnot, a bunch of stuff that you going through or whatnot. Cause change hurt. That's all. When you said it, that was the first thing I thought. Welcome to the party. You are not alone. Like, trust me. Change hurts. That's why people check into rehab and then a week later they leave. Because the process of changing hurts while they're in there.
Right.
They don't want to go through that. People don't want to fight their demons. What seems better or seems like the right thing to do is to, you know what? It hurts to stop smoking because I'm going cold turkey. Shivering, cold sweats, everything. Throwing up, I'm sick every day. What would make this pain go away? A cigarette. Yeah, which is actually true. Some people go through that, throw up cold turkey, smoke a cigarette, and it goes away. The symptoms go away. And they're sitting in that rehab realizing, what am I sitting here suffering for when I could just smoke a cigarette and make it all go away? Mm-hmm. And then they leave and then they smoke a cigarette and it all go away. But guess what happened? They end up dead somewhere. Pain comes with change. That's with anything. Go ahead.
And yeah, that lung cancer ain't no joke.
They won't find that out until they get it. The cigarette pack tell you you're going to get cancer. It's cool because it's been 15 years and you haven't got cancer. Until you at an age where they tell you it's not necessary for you to get the chemotherapy or the cancer treatment because you're too old. Now you got to sit in your bedroom and wait to die. You can't get treatment. The treatment gonna kill you. You're too old. Meanwhile, you started smoking cigarettes at 15. Go ahead.
Or like how when it says in the general warning of like the cigar packs advised to roll a weed, it says that too.
Listen, all that stuff warns. A lot of people, oh, we don't do. All that stuff warned you. It comes with a warning. You know when you find out when it's too late. That's all. That's when you find out when it's too late. A lot of people know that they're Israelites and don't want to accept the fact that they're Israelites because it requires you to actually change. No religion on the face of the earth requires you to change. Christian, Buddhist, Hinduism, Islam, even atheists, none of that stuff requires you to change. That's why it's easy to join it. You know what requires you to change? Accepting the fact that you're a Hebrew Israelite. There's a lot of stuff you got to stop doing. Is somebody holding the scripture for me? No. Let me get the question. You said it's a question.
Brother, he asked earlier about a part that you were saying about when Kanye said was the Jews was black.
Mm-hmm.
Black people are Jews. He was asking, what about Latinos?
They Jews.
Yeah, and this other question was, is the superpower real? Are superpowers real?
It depends what you mean. When you say superpowers, give me a few examples of superpowers.
I mean, right, talk about Marvel, DC type of superpower.
Yeah, type in, if you're talking about like Avengers, type that in. Or be specific with superpowers. Because superpowers could mean a bunch of things. So just type it in and be more specific. So while he doing that, is there any more questions? All right, that was it. All right, so while he doing that, while he typing that in, we're gonna wait to see what he say. So let me get damn, what was the scripture? I mean. Look at that.
He said, yeah, superpowers, supernatural powers.
Okay, give me an example of supernatural powers. Because a lot of us look to TV as what supernatural or what powers are. So just give me like name some, like X-ray vision or flying. Just name some. Super speed. Yeah, name some superpowers. Right? Just name some. So I can get a better understanding of what you mean. Just wait for him to type that in.
Pretty much all of them flying, etc. So basically, Marvel, DC.
All right, okay, so read this question.
Are superpowers real?
Superpowers are real. Meaning, will we be able to fly in the kingdom? Superpowers are real. What do I mean by that? Somebody let me know. Matter of fact, let him answer. Superpowers are real. What do I mean by that? Flying, all that. The hawk, the hawk is real. The car?
Yeah, like Christ had supernatural powers. You know, healing. You know, he was able to walk on water because he had faith. He had power. He had the Holy Spirit because he had faith. He was obedient. And the Lord gave him certain abilities because of his obedience. And when Christ comes back, it says that the prophets is also going to have new bodies and abilities the same way Christ did.
Yeah. Superpowers are real. Christ had them. He rose the dead. That's where the movies get that from. He rose the dead. He healed the sick. Superpowers are real. Here's the problem. If you had the faith of a mustard seed, you would have it. You would have superpowers if you had the faith of a mustard seed.
Like the rock.
Mm-hmm. Why are we not seeing miracles yet? Why are we not seeing superpowers before our eyes yet? The car?
The Lord didn't give them up yet.
And why didn't he give them out yet?
One, I know that he didn't bring Christ back yet. He said that's
Or it said even if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you would be able to do the things he do. So you know how small a mustard seed is. So we need that much faith to be healing. So why are we not healing?
basically the Lord didn't give it to us yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why he didn't give it to us? Do you got faith? So I got faith. He just said he got faith. What determines or make the last call on that? What determines who have faith or make the last call on faith? Or if you have faith?
Someone said we don't deserve them.
Yeah, that's Most High Christ. I just asked the question, they just answered it. The reason why we not healing, even though we have faith, because the Lord would give us those powers when He know that we have faith. Meaning we got faith, we know that. But in the eyes of the Lord, He would look at, okay, they got faith. Meaning I can have faith today and not have it tomorrow. What good is that? We know how to work. We know how to the Lord work. A brother could come in as a trooper and be solid for him and be solid for 30 days. We tell him he got 90 days. He looked like he gonna make his 90 days, but we ain't gonna make him a trooper until his 90 days up. Why? Because he can fall short. He can leave within that 90 days. 35 days could pass and now we never see him again. The Lord know we got faith. But guess what? He's waiting on the right time to give us the power because we got faith. He's going to determine that. He know the Isupk got the faith. You know, we got faith. He know we're going to be, you know, eventually there's going to be a line down the block of people coming here to get healed of illnesses and everything. Those times are going to come. Why they not happening now? Because the Lord don't see it fit just yet. But trust me, I done heard some stories. I done heard some stories that definitely helped me and let me know that this was the truth. I don't give a damn what you think, if it's real or not or whatnot. I done heard some things that happened. I done sat in some classes and and heard some examples, you could believe it not. But trust me, I know the men that's in here, I know that it's true. You said such and such did what? I know it's true because of who such and such is. There's going to come a day and time where the Lord is going to give all of us that power. Hey, such and such ill, he's sick. Yo, send him down the 41A Garrett Road, man. They going to heal him. And there's going to be a line wrapped around a goddamn corner. Why? Because we're going to be healing people. But we got to wait until the Lord see it fit. Go ahead.
But I had a feeling the only way they will be healed is if they follow the laws and commandments and keep on coming to Christ.
Listen, the way some people going to follow the laws and statutes of commandment is if they get healed. Some people don't need to be healed in order to follow it. Some people follow it and then get healed. Some people need to be healed to follow it. That's fine. People going to come down here, line up and wrap that line around the corner. They're going to get healed. And then they're going to come into the truth because of it. That's fine. Some people are going to need to get healed. Some people are going to come in ill and get healed, and they're going to do the healing. How do I know? Because just imagine all the stuff that we was doing before we came in here. We wasn't fully healed. We didn't walk in here sinless. Nothing happened to us that made us say, man, I'm going there because everything is going so good. We all came in here, fighting demons. Go ahead. And we all needed help. That's why we came in here. There's going to be some people that's going to get help and then going to come in here because they got help. And there's going to be some people that's going to come in here beat down, broke up with a contrite spirit, and they're going to come in here because they want the help. And there's going to be some people who you're just going to have to heal them in order to come in here. It's totally fine. But guess who's going to do the healing? The people who didn't need to be healed first. I mean, we all came in here not knowing what the hell to expect. Smoking, doing all, popping whores, doing all type of sinful stuff when we came set in here. We all did that. And then, however, 90 days or so forth, however it took 90 days, we was healed. Then now look. You sorry?
I just seen the picture back when we was at Captain Tower War crib. We had the drinking game. Yeah, you look crazy.
I do? Yeah. You gotta send it to me. You gotta send it to me. But yeah, is there any more questions online?
That was it, so surprisingly. You got the usuals in the chat, no questions.
Most High Christ. Any questions in the room?
Live, sir.
Go ahead.
What's my train of thought? My slide there was my train of thought.
Nicole, whatever you just sent me, it said it's unavailable. Go ahead.
How come the so-called oppressive Jew does not accept us as real Jews when they know that we're the real ones that are?
Why they don't accept us as being the real Jews?
Instead of them lying to say that they are.
Because them accepting us as being the real Jews mean that they are not the real Jews. Give me Revelations 2:9.
I tell you. You see it now?
I'm about to look down.
So like, I'm having trouble trying to find it.
Revelation.
Oh,
21.
Revelations. Yeah, the last book of the Bible.
So Revelation 2 and 9. All right, you might show like REV. Revelations. Chapter 2 verse 9.
Let me see. Revelation, the last book of the Bible.
What chapter?
Chapter 2. Verse 9. You see it?
This book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9.
Oh, I made that face. I did that on purpose.
I know.
Yeah, all right. I thought it was another. But Salaki, go ahead.
This book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know the works, tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know that blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the
Let's take it from the
gods of
top.
Satan.
Salaki, read it from the top.
God. This book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know the works
Go ahead.
and tribulation.
The Lord said, I know thy works and thy tribulations, meaning he know the work that's being done and he know the tribulation, meaning the pain that's being done. Read.
And poverty,
And he know the poverty. Read.
but thou art rich.
But you rich. Even though all this stuff is happening to you, guess what? You rich. Read.
God. And I know the blasphemy.
And you rich. You rich in spirit. Even though all this is happening, you are rich. I ain't even mean to say you're rich in spirit. You are rich. Here's why you're rich. Because in the kingdom, what is going to happen? You're going to be the richest on earth. Nakar?
I wanted to just pose this question to you because it's kind of tying into what you were saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Ryan Rich is when does the Most High grace run out for us?
That's up to him. And hold that question because I'm going to get a precept after I'm done reading this scripture. I'm going to get a precept. Well, go ahead, read on.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
The Lord said, he said he know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. Meaning there's a people out there that's saying that they are Jews and they're not the Jews. Now, the people that are Jews is in poverty. The people that are Jews, read the beginning. It say that I know the works.
God. I know the works and tribulation and poverty.
They are in poverty.
But thou art rich.
Right. They are going through tribulation and they are rich. He know the works. He know the poverty. He know all that. But they are rich. And he know the works of them who say that they are Jews and it's not Jews. Who in the hell that say that they are Jews and they're not Jews? The oppressor. The oppressor is say that they're Jews and they're not Jews. And here's the crazy thing. They haven't went through poverty. They haven't went through any of the things that the Jews went through. So they don't even match up with the description in the Bible of them being Jews. You want to what? Say what? The so-called Holocaust? Where Hitler killed 6 million Jews? Come on. You think that's what? That compares to the 99 million black that died during the transatlantic slave trade? And when we say 99 million, we talk about just the 99 million that died from the ride from Africa all the way over here to America. And we talking about what, the 80 million Hispanics that died during the slave trade? So you want to talk about a goddamn Holocaust? That 6 million have nothing on the true Holocaust. The true Holocaust that we went through. Come on, man. Read on. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. What's good?
Probably, but Lord, and I know the lesson of them which say they are.
That was my fault. I didn't even go before I came.
But are the synagogue of Satan?
Not only that they say that they are the Jews and are not, these people that say that they are the Jews and is not the Jews, they are the synagogues of Satan.
Right.
How do we know they are the synagogues of Satan, man? Because, go ahead. Not only that, man. Listen, go ahead.
Because when they go to a synagogue, they're not really worshiping the so-called ways of getting good. So they celebrate the devil worship, right?
Right, and listen, for someone to say something like this, man, right? Like, if a so-called oppressor comes up and say, man, y'all not the Jews, we're the Jews. What does it make? Why does it matter to us? I don't give a damn if you think you're a Jew. It don't matter. You're not. You are not a goddamn Jew. It don't matter. So they're the synagogues of Satan because they have to. Matter of fact, real quick, give me John 9 and 4. John 9 and 4. Or not, is it John 4 and 9? Let's get John 4 and 9.
John 4 and 9, right?
Yep.
Come on, sir, got it.
Yeah, you can read it.
It's the book of John, chapter 4, verse 9. Then, what do they call it again? I have trouble with my phone.
No, it's good. Is this the right scripture where it says, is it 5 and 22 where it says that ye are the fathers of your devil? Ye are of your fathers the devil? John 8 and 44. Get that. The water. That's what it is.
All right, what verse?
44.
This is the book of John 8. Chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lustness of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and although not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Yep, read on.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
When he speak of a lie, he speak of his own. When he talk about a lie, he's speaking of his own. So when he lie and say he the real Jews, he the real this, he the real that, he make himself the person that he's lying about. Nah, the real Jews is us. He's lying and he's making himself. Nah, God is not black. So what is God? God is white. I mean, he's making himself God. So when he speak of a lie, he speak of his own, which is why they are the synagogue of Satan. You know, there is no people who was ever saying that they were Jews. Like, even with us, the Isupk, to still be here and teaching the truth, right? Black people, it's not easy to get a black person to believe that they're the true Jews. Well, it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. So for black people, for us to do that is not easy. Meanwhile, they own in diamond districts. They own all the major record labels, all the TV networks, and they controlling everything. Do that sound like that they're in poverty? Go ahead.
So when they read the Torah scrolls for the weddings, because I've been to one, I used to work for a speaker that would do like catering for the weddings. So when I was at the slavery doing that, I think they were not saying the right words. And like, as they were speaking the Yiddish, and like,
Yeah, of course.
And like saying like that was stuff in the Yiddish words instead of saying the Hebrew prayers and stuff.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what I think they were saying, because I don't believe when they speak Hebrew the right way.
Yeah, no. That Hebrew that they speak is Hebrew is
right.
Yeah, Yiddish is a mixture of. Go ahead.
Yeah. So in academia, they actually explained that they can't. Jewish scholars can't really prove that Yiddish is actually factual. So the Hebrew that they try to say is real is not even real Hebrew. The Hebrew that the teacher carried was actually correct. And colleges, I think it was Yale or Harvard, actually reached out to us and was like, yo, y'all actually know the real Hebrew.
Who said that?
I believe it was Harvard, sir, or Yale.
Yeah, they call it Aramaic Hebrew. Aramaic is the ancient Hebrew. That's all that means. Aramaic, and it's another term. Paleo Hebrew and the Aramaic Hebrew is the ancient Hebrew that's the terms that they use.
It was a college that said
that admitted.
My Hebrew class was like, yo, y'all actually speaking the real tongue.
Yeah, but because the Hebrew up there, they don't know it. Yeah, and they feel like at one point in time it was like no one knew what that actually. They knew it was Hebrew, but no one knew it. Yeah, just raise your hand. But the ancient is the one that they said that no one really knew. They were saying that at one point in time, right? That's why they call it Aramaic. But of course, over time and study, they realize even if you look at from Babylon to Timbuktu, when you look in the beginning of the book, it shows you the from the Hebrew and how it evolved onto the other languages. But read on with that scripture.
About a murder from beginning and Allah not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is alive and the father of it.
Yep. Yeah, keep reading.
Book of John, chapter 8, verse 45. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not.
Man, Christ told them the truth and they ain't believe. Yeah, man, that's what be going on. Listen, Kanye got in that interview and he said some truth. And look what's happening. You know how many people get on TV and bash Christianity and bash Islam and bash other religions, and they still have networks. But the moment you speak against being a Jew, you ain't even got to. I never heard anyone speak against being a Jew. I heard people say that blacks are Jew. And look what happened. Speaking of Nick Cannon, the car, Bubba Kashaw. Could you pull up that video?
He said he top 3.
Nah, man. He bet not have said that.
He said he top 3. Not two. All right, what's the Jewish rapper? I'm gonna just type that up. I know he's gonna beat the algorithm. I'm gonna just put in Jewish music.
Is it Jewish rapper now?
Make sure you got you. Black guy, Jewish rapper. What's the name of it, sir?
DEFCON 3, Ye diss track.
This guy? Oh my gosh, bro. It's gonna get me mad.
And make
Everybody, get into it.
New York City, 6 races, for every one of them a star. First name, probably pickle out the jar. This is death country, guarantee you will perform ya. What regiment screwed a media bank, I own none of that. Silent friends try to play ball like I see you never want to run it back. Wrong focus, you just want to Sunday service. You went to die like Moses, please disguise your races. Cause you're just fucking funny, you stop by your places. Say your spot is missing. I used to be a pussy like you, then I stopped complaining. Drip sheets, don't let them say shit. Rather fuck you a worse now, murder. You see the shoes are running now, I'm understanding you must not even mix and use. You're a blind millionaire and I see a bitch in you. Six for all the right wingers left is who do absolutely nothing and pretend they make moves. Forget lovers, ill hands and candidates, no one shoot. You can all get this, man, I'm always on the truth. This for every right wingers left is who do absolutely nothing and pretend they make moves. Forget lovers, ill hands and candidates, no one shoot. You can all get this, I can tell who is who. Now the manager role, my boss is black. I gotta stick in and every house is off the back. 2024 is yours, taking off the map. The shit you said.
all right, put me back on the screen. cut this bullshit off. Cut this off. Salakia. Can they see me?
Yo, did you just hear? He just said, "Yo, you calling me a fake dude." A lot of you not. I think he just said.
Yeah, he said that.
He said, "Yo," he said, "Yeah, you calling me a fake? You gotta diss him, sir. You gotta diss him. You gotta diss him, sir." Come on.
Oh no.
You gotta diss him. Can we get some ones in the chat? Can we get some ones in the chat if you went off the Daniel Hour to just to fake?
Yo, Salakia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry y'all had to sit through that. Oh.
You was serious too.
You could not be serious. First of all, he had the little laser tag thing on his head. Like he about to zap somebody with. He had the little soup bowl. Oh. Man, I don't even think I can break myself to do it. Yeah, man, it's just a lot here. That is not a I can't bring myself to do it. Oh man. So lock here, y'all had to sit through that. God damn, what the hell was he talking about? He looked foolish.
He got that Eminem thing going on. Like he's saying a whole lot and nothing. Like
And, and the fact that he had other Jewish people in there. Oh man.
He had the fake menorah, everything.
Oh,
It had
man.
it had 9 candlesticks. Christ had 7. What you do?
Woo. So Lock, is any questions on the chat in the chat?
No, yeah, everybody wants you to diss him. This track comes.
Woo. So Lock, get me, what is it, Revelations 3 and 9. Let's read Revelations 3 and 9.
Come. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before their feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Read a verse above it.
Book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 8. And I know thee works, behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name.
Read on.
You want to go up or down?
Nah, read down to the next verse.
I read it verse 9, so you want to read it again?
Yeah, yep, read it again.
Book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thee feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Yeah, man. The people that saying that they are Jews and are not, but is actually of the synagogue of Satan, the Lord is going to make them come worship you. Well, come worship him before your feet. They saying that they are Jews and they are really not Jews.
Right.
They are not Jews. Who is running around saying that? These people never experienced. They don't fit the curses of the Bible according to the Jews. They didn't go on slave ships. They didn't do none of that. Go ahead.
Well, you know, the Holocaust is not.
Holocaust didn't have to do nothing with no slavery. Holocaust was Hitler getting tired of oppression and finally doing something about it. That's all. Hitler was paying you devils back for what you did to his people. That's all it was.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Did you ever hear about the protocol of the elders of Zion? Basically, it was a book that was written back in the day. It was like these devils was in. It was about like how the Jewish was planning on and trying to take over.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of that stuff that they were saying in that joint, of course, I read this.
Right.
In the world,
Right.
You know, out my mind, but yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that was saying, you know, I just want to know, like, did you hear about elders? Is a protocol of elders of Zion. Basically, you know how the Jewish people move today, how they move behind the scenes and all that.
Nah, I ain't familiar with that book.
It's like it's one of those books that a lot of black people get. You know, it's a book that, you know, the blackity black stumble across. But for years, you know, it was always, you know, something kind of like, man, bull crap. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a smear campaign, but you actually read it, like a lot of that stuff it be making sense by how they be moving. You know what I'm saying? Like how they be shipping, driving and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the banks and the diamond districts and all, it's all about all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. No, I ain't familiar with that. I'm definitely check that out.
They got audio book.
Oh, they do? Send it to me. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
I'm gonna definitely check it out. Any more questions online?
That was it.
That was it. And ain't no more questions in the room, right? All right. So this what we gonna get. Ooh. This what we gonna get. Bear with me. Let me get hold on, Salaki. Damn, I gotta get a better Bible app. Get me Luke 17 and 26.
What happened, sir?
Luke 17 and 26.
Luke 17:26.
Yeah.
You said, what was it again? Salaki said, what was it?
Luke 17 and 26. Go ahead in the car.
That's a lot, sir. Jewish people different.
I can't find 26.
They got.
I got you. Hold on. Go ahead.
Remember what I just told you? They sat up there and removed that audio book off of YouTube. Right.
They did?
You don't see reviews and all that. When you see it come up now, you see them talking about it being anti-Semitic. That's crazy, sir. You know how long that audio book will be up on the internet? For years.
What audio book?
For years, sir.
Oh, son
And
Christ.
that's because that book was talking about how they really move.
Dang. Hold on. Let me see. What did I call for? Luke. Salakia. Luke 17. Yeah, Luke 17 and 26.
I couldn't find it in the app, that's why I was saying, can I get like a Bible or something?
Oh, all right. You on the Bible? Huh. Give him this, Nakar. All right. Luke 17 and 26.
All right. So you want to scroll it? Yeah. Keep going. And then you see Luke. All right. Now what chapter do you want?
You check me one, sir?
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
What verse?
26.
That's so good. You just got one.
It's serious, it's just confusing. I've never done it with the app before.
Oh, that's all good.
You know that? Thank you, sir.
No sweating, no sweating.
This book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of none, so shall it be as so in the days of the Son of Man.
Right, read on.
Book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that none entered into the ark. and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Like, man, in all reality, man, they was doing a bunch of stuff during the time of Noah, man. As Noah was getting himself together, getting his family together, and telling the people to get right, they ain't listen. They did not listen. Just like the Isupk, man, before Kanye been going on his rant, man, we've been telling people this, what's going to happen. It's sad that too many examples have to happen for people to start to realize. You know, even Noah was building a boat, and they seen him build the boat, and they still didn't, do anything. Read on.
What verse is it? Oh, 28. All right. The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built.
Right. They did a bunch of stuff. Read.
There's the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
What the scriptures is telling you that, man, at some point in time, there's going to be something that take place where the people is going to regret it, because they was warned. They was warned this is going to happen. And when it happened, it was too late. Like, that's what we doing as of today, man. We out here telling the people that they are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, man. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know, do what the Most High require you to do so we can get out of this hellhole that we in. But unfortunately, the Lord got to keep doing things to show them that, hey, there's a time coming that might be too late. Trust me. Just trust me. Read on.
Okay, verse 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm losing my train of thought.
No, you good.
Chapter 17, verse 30. Even those shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
Book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 31. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back.
Basically saying, listen, there's going to become a day and time where Christ is going to come back. And it's going to be too late for you to try to make any changes. Why? Because you had years and years and years to listen and get right. What you decide to do what you wanted to. Go ahead.
So, all right, back when I was in Vegas before I became my first day, I was trying to find the truth of where the Isupk came, which I did watch the video. I didn't get a chance to finish it without getting behind. But when I came that night, my first day, I wanted to learn everything, the truth of how everything is the way it's been with us for Jews and everything. So that's why I came.
Right. Yeah. And it's going to take some time. You ain't going to learn everything within a short period of time.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It's definitely going to take some time, but you definitely came to the right place. Go ahead.
Like the brother told me when I was talking to him, he said that it's like a baby. You want to get a baby, it needs to stay. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You're born a baby, so you just got to get retired like a baby.
Yeah. Yep. You got to slowly but surely walking into the state. You going to know the time that's going to come and whatnot. But that's pretty much on that. Is there any more questions online? No more questions in the class? All right, with that, I'm going to pass the class off to precinct officer in the car.